No, it's not multiplayer. It is single player. It is a continuation of a playthrough that I was already doing on my YouTube channel, where essentially I go with the popular front in Russia, which is not something that a lot of people do. Democratic Russia as a whole is not something that a lot of people do. And I jacked up the AI difficulty to, well, a lot, so as to make it very difficult. And I am getting kind of screwed by that, because, well, yeah, because I'm losing really, really badly. But I'll turn this around, pretty sure. Pretty sure I can turn this around in a bit. Just still fighting in Mongolia, doing my shit. Alright, so he's running away. Just trying to get everyone here to run away right now. That is my main goal. Please retreat. There we go. And now I'm trying to run away. So I want to have as many of these divisions survive so that I can build sort of a line in the forest, you could say, because it's not really sand over here. And come back around and destroy these Japs. That's basically the whole idea. So this is fine, this is fine. You guys need to come down here. Okay. They updated the Cold War 1960 start date, in which now Greece and Turkey can mutually build up tensions while Egypt and others can go some different routes. Really, they just finished that update? Nice. More or louder? Mother Russia demands it. What louder? Me or the music? Because from my audio mixer, it's telling me that, yeah, the music is probably a little bit too loud. And yeah, essentially, okay, so that's... Turkey literally starts with a coup focus. Well, isn't that what Turkey always does? So the thing about that is that, yeah, we'll play the Cold War mod again in the future. But since I've already like played it in just, you know, the last... okay. Because I've already played it, you know, very recently, I am not really gonna be prioritizing it, because I do want to play with a lot of different mods in the near future, and I don't really have a lot of time, so I will have to seriously consider my priorities. And yeah, the Great War mod is gonna be something that I play just in the far future. Especially once the China updates hit, because, you know, that's obviously something I'm interested in. Anyway, Russia and Kaiserreich is fun, and I'm doing the Tsar Kirill right now while he's dead, but you know. Yeah, Russia's just, it's just classic, you know? It's a classic start for Kaiserreich. It's always fun to play as Russia. What does he say? I don't know. For some reason, he's playing the infantry is retreating, or infantry is moving sound instead of the strategic redeployment sound, which is kind of derpy. And yeah, right now the situation is that Transamur and Fengtian's overpowered division count. Well, actually, no, not really Transformer, but Fengtian and Japan's overpowered division count are kind of derping all over me. But, you know, the Chinese also exist, so that's always good. That's always quite good. And yeah, he's going to die. That's really sad. That is kind of very sad. And he can move in there. So please get some divisions into there. Do we need this province? No, we don't. At the same time, I'm supposed to put troops up here too, because they can move. Yeah, they can move up there. But I mean, it's gonna take them so long to get up there that if they do, then, well, they're a bunch of idiots, I say. Yes, so essentially I've just decided to retreat off the Far East and just defend the Baikal region because it's easier. And yeah, this pisses me off because I cannot take, you know, a few good focuses that require me to be at peace, but whatever. We're going to survive. We will going to survive. That was pretty much Russian English. Dust Storm. You managed to defeat the Japs on Veteran. Oh yeah, nice. It took me about 6 hours or so playing as the Kiro Monarchy. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to actually win this. I've hidden my fleet up here in Kamchatka. You know, whatever you can call this. You know, it's quote-unquote a fleet. And yeah, I've also got this, but it's not enough to deal with the Japanese Navy, definitely. Not unless I want Tsushima 2.0. And the Japanese have a massive air force, which is incredibly annoying. Yeah, the massive air force is really one of the most annoying parts about very hard AIs, is that they can just always build as much air force as they want. Pretty much. Pretty much. And right now what I'm trying to do... Hey! It's actually Aphelis! Hi, Aphelis. I actually mistook you for a random guy from my subscriber count that has a kind of similar name. Right now you're playing as Syndicalist Poland. Oh, Poland! And Poland's so difficult in this, but I like it. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those countries where you're dependent on the AI seriously screwing up. And, but yeah, it can be done. It can be done. I've seen some seriously thick Polands in my day. Ty sa mnou šagala, partizanskую tropoj. I love this song. So yeah, right now my whole shtick is that I'm trying to stabilize the situation. Trying to stabilize the situation, and so far it's working. Excellent. But as you can see, the enemy has a lot of divisions. The problem with Russia, as always, is just the deficit of guns that you have, that you just take with you as you go in the game. I kind of had some pretty shitty production priorities, I think, when I was playing this. So right now, I'm still in a position where I don't really have that gun production going as fast as it should be. So yeah, it's kind of taking forever. Aw. Looks like the Austrian Empire is too strong. And it doesn't help, of course, that since this is Kaiserreich, game is pretty slow. Yeah, that's one of the things that I really dislike about increasing AI difficulty, is that the way that that's done is that it increases the division count, which, you know, also means that it's going to increase lag of the game by quite a bit. But oh well, we're going to soldier on through, I guess. Yeah, we're just going to let them, I guess, build up their troop counts a little bit. So that's Function. Now that they're weak, I can attack them in some places. They're, of course, just losing equipment walking through Siberia, which is always good. Gotta trick the AI like that. But it's working. And so now I can actually take some bloody favorable engagements, unlike earlier. Gonna make Poland a big-ass fort and just let the Germans throw their troops at me. Yeah, that's what you do. Especially because you've got the Vistula and stuff. And you can just, like, abandon Pluck up here and make a big fort line here. And that does help a bit, because it's not like Poland really has good defensive terrain anywhere. Like, you can make it, I guess, like this, so you can use the forests up here and keep Białystok. And then use this river over here, you know, not the worst. You just need to take Korea and they surrender. Well, yeah, but first you need to defeat their 300 divisions coming at you when you have 50. So I had to retreat first. Oh, but you defeated them as Qing. Yeah, see, I'm not sure if as Russia you still get the event to make them capitulate. Or not capitulate, but give up after you take Korea. Because Qing is one thing. Russia is another. They have different events. They have different events, so it's, you know, a little bit different. But yeah, we can defeat at least Fengtian, which is gonna take away a lot of their army. He's got 5 divisions over here. Yeah, just making him move up. This whole process is going to take basically forever. And yeah, it's the reason why I had to retreat away. Oh, crap. Did I give him military access? No. I probably do not want that. I don't want them walking in my territory, because that's gonna mean that they dilute their own forces, and so that would mean that they make the Japanese a whole lot stronger as a result, because the Chinese AI was already trying to wrap their divisions around like this, and I do not want that to happen. Not at all. So yeah, I've already lost 46k and made them lose not a lot, only 20k. So yeah, we need to increase those numbers by a lot. Of course, they're gonna take forever to actually walk across here, and another thing that pisses me off is that this is going to be occupations in territories that the puppet has claims on, so it's gonna look really terrible. And that's actually also going to give stuff to Transamur too, because they have those as core states. Thankfully, they're not giving them those territories. Well. Look at the AI being quite smart, actually. Wait, they're not... There's no river crossing, which is... Or maybe I'm looking at the wrong. Yeah, there is a river crossing, but can't really use it successfully. Looks like they even took Beijing while fighting me. So while there's hundreds of their divisions moving up through the forests, which is kind of annoying. Rip PSA, although they're allied to the Entente, right? Yep. Actually, I can abandon this and just get my troops to the river crossing province. Okay, how much manpower do you guys have? Enough for a couple of divisions. Enough for 1 million divisions. Enough for 500,000 divisions. That's not very good. Okay, so this line we can hold, mostly it seems. Excellent. It did have some red fights, but it was mostly just a lie. And that's also diluting the Japanese again, so I am very much appreciative of all of this. Let's see if I can get my front line to work without screwing everything up. You know, no problem. We just need to advance a little few thousands of kilometers back. Yeah, see, like, it's also going to, I think, edge up here, which is not something I want. But, whatever. We're going to survive. And, should I be worried that the International is playing? Because it's probably copyrighted. Whatever. If it is, we're gonna remove that. I need this. Am I building military factories? Yes, I am finally ready to get a lot of military factories. Oh, okay, so once you take control of Transamur, Fengtian, and Korea, the Japan gives you an event as Russia. Okay, good, good, good. So yes, all that we need to do is defeat their army and then take Korea. That's good. That should not be too difficult, because, yeah, eventually we're gonna get armor. Even though, like, how much are we producing? 1 per day. That is not enough. It's like 300 tanks a year. But it is also getting new factories. So yeah. We're also getting SP artillery, which is good. And we're getting guns. But the guns situation is just, ugh. And yeah, right, we also justified on Finland, because we've got a bunch of troops. And in the west, Finland is like the only person that we can attack. So yes. Now, to take Finland, one important thing is going to be have naval supremacy. Now this army, I just realized that I did not give them a plan, which is bad on me. And for some reason, they're part of the East Asia stuff. Please, it's weird. And again, I've got a naval invasion. I don't particularly care for activating everyone, though. So just a naval invasion. And once everything here is done and done, yeah, the naval invasion is gonna depart. And they do have a division here in Helsinki, but, you know, maybe that's not gonna be that important. Because in the meantime, we are pushing through the Mannerheim line, or whatever the equivalent is in KRTL. And up here, we don't really need to worry about much. We're just going to defend, because there's no reason to attack. The Finns are strong here, and there's good terrain. Whereas down here, the Finns are still strong, but we are also strong. Damn, they've got a lot of defensive bonuses, do they? Oh wait, do they have Sisu, or whatever that's called? No, it's just, they're strong.